We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Styles McKenzie helping you make those rooms sing. Today's style tip. When it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild, like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Arr, fierce. This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
4 people in a room talking about everything. Or talking about really nothing at all. You decide.
Welcome. This is the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right. Do we have questions, Brady, Joan?
I like questions.
Oh, we always have questions, guys.
right.
Of course, you get these questions submitted up on Spotify. You can also slide in the DMs and ask as well, who do we want to go with? Let's go with Karen. Karen asks, why do you call your phone at the station the banana phone?
It's a good question.
Great question.
Well, it's a banana.
Right. A lot of
We
people
speak
don't think
into
of
a
that.
banana.
Yeah. And it's a real banana.
Yeah. Unpeeled.
Sure.
Very
yeah.
important.
We change it out every morning. That's the first thing I do when I get in here. Yeah.
Mahler, do you remember when you got me that attachment that you plug it into your phone and it's an actual receiver?
Yeah, so Jenny has an iPhone, obviously, and I saw it somewhere. I don't know if it was online or I was in a joke store or something.
I think it was a joke store,
and you plug it into the bottom, and it was an actual giant banana.
Oh.
And you used it for about a day.
A day.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is, actually.
And you said, I'm going to use it. No, you're not.
But, like, how giant are we talking? Like, it's
like the size of like an old school receiver.
Like, could you imagine walking around with your iPhone in your pocket, but also a banana in your other pocket?
Yeah, it's like those people that listen to like music or on a speakerphone on like
Yes.
the bus or whatever.
So obnoxious.
But it's even more obnoxious because it's a banana.
And you don't want to have a banana in your pocket.
No.
It looked like you're really happy
Or
to see
do you?
someone.
Or do you?
Or do you?
Jenny definitely doesn't.
I guess not.
I don't know where the banana phone started. I have to be honest. I have no idea.
It was from a song. It was a song.
Yeah,
I
ring,
think
ring,
it was
ring,
a,
ring, 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 banana phone.
Yeah,
But
I think that's where
I
it
don't
came
know
from.
why I attached it to that.
What
though.
happened that
I
made
don't
you...
know. Did we play the song on the show first, and then we adapted that because of the song?
No
That's possible.
idea.
Or we could have been saying that first and then went with the song. I'm not sure.
It's like
But
a chicken and the egg.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
Who
which
knows?
came first.
Or did maybe Raffi, who it's his song,
Yeah.
maybe he was listening to the morning hot tub and then he was inspired to write banana phone.
That's probably what it was.
I also can't
seems
tell
unlikely
you.
we're not that old.
I also can't tell you for certainty that Rush and I back in the day didn't interview Raffi.
No, I don't think we did. Raffi. We interviewed Raffi. He was not as big a celebrity. No, I don't think we've interviewed Raffi because I would have loved that. He was my, technically he was my first concert.
Oh.
I mean, you don't count that because you go with your parents and you're like 3. But I did
Wait,
see Raffi in concert.
Is Raffi the one who would crawl out of the tree trunk with his guitar?
What?
No, that was the drunk on the end of your street.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
But maybe you called him Raffi.
No, but didn't Raffi have a show?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raffi had a show.
Did he have a show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
That he
sure.
crawled out from trees?
What is Raffi's show called, Brady?
He had
hang on,
he
I'm
had a
trying
bunch of albums.
The
He had a
Raffi
song
show.
called Baby Beluga. That was a
Yeah.
big one.
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't know if Raffi had a TV show. Hang on, I'm
I
trying to
didn't
find
think
out.
Raffi had a TV show. Maybe he
And
did.
he'd crawl out of the tree trunk with his guitar.
No.
No.
Then who was that?
I
Was
don't
that-
know.
Was that Fred Penner?
Fred Penner.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does Raffi look like?
I don't, so much disdain.
I don't remember what Raffi looks like, but in my mind, I picture Raffi looking like red green.
No, he does have a beard.
Fred Penner looks like red green.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Fred Penner looks like Raffi, I thought.
No.
No, Fred
Oh.
Penner looks like red green, and
No.
Fred Penner comes out of the tree.
I think
Fred Penner comes out of the tree. I knew
Yes,
it.
yes.
I'm
No, I thought-
pretty sure that
And his family was shocked.
Raffi has a beard, and I think he's a Lebanese Canadian man.
He's an Armenian Canadian.
Armenian Canadian man.
Oh.
Yeah. He does
Yeah.
not look like Fred
Is
Penner.
Raffi still alive?
Yes, he is.
Yes,
Oh,
very
okay.
much so. He's only 76.
And,
Oh.
and
Brady,
he was,
get him on the show for
Yeah.
Rush.
We could definitely get Raffi on the show.
he
Oh
was
my God.
recently tweeting that everybody should buy Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
I love that you follow
Do you
Raffi
follow
on
Raffi?
Twitter.
No, I just saw that. I saw that on the news. When people were talking about Raffi, I'm like, that's my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Aw,
Wow.
you're gonna be
very
so excited.
political.
Yeah.
Raffi is very
Yeah,
political.
he is.
He is, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
He,
You know
I don't
what,
know that he
though?
does children's music anymore.
If we have Raffi on the show, not that I don't want to fulfill a childhood dream of yours, but he may sue us over this banana phone thing.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Maybe we should keep him away from the show.
All right, let's get going with the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Valentine's Day is this Friday, and you'd think that by now everyone would know if they've got plans or if they're just going to stay home and watch Dateline. But not.
I think we just found out your plans.
Yeah, I think so.
But not everyone has decided. In a new poll, 39% of people said they plan to celebrate Valentine's Day this year. 45% do not plan to celebrate, and 16% are not sure. Men are more likely to say they are celebrating, and younger adults are more likely to say they aren't sure if they'll have a Valentine this weekend. Another survey asked people what they plan to do for Valentine's Day, and the most popular response was doing something special at home. That could be a special dinner or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
The second most popular response was going out to a restaurant or bar, followed by celebrating at a friend or family member's house and going out to some kind of special event. And whether you have a Valentine or not, there's no shame in treating yourself. 34% of people plan to get themselves a gift for Valentine's Day this year. 40% of women will do that, and 28% of men.
I guess. Who buys their own Valentine's Day gift?
I might
just
get
wanna-
myself flowers.
Or, I mean, if you want to treat yourself to like a spa day or something, okay.
sure.
But I don't know that you're necessarily buying
But
yourself
can't
a
you do that
Valentine's
on,
Day
like,
gift. Yes.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
You know
Right,
what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I
I know
think
what
when
you
I was
mean.
single, I think I got like really good takeout or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Aw, Brady.
Okay. All right.
something fun. You know?
Did you light a candle?
Yeah.
No candle. But maybe got like the nice bottle of
Ate
wine.
in front of the mirror so you didn't feel alone. Sure.
I might have. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't recall.
No, and it sucks for some people being alone. I totally understand that.
sure.
But I also think if you're getting flowers delivered to the office from you,
Oh.
it's just
Yeah, that's
like,
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that like in front of people, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially then getting it delivered to the office. That's like such a look at me thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you
It's
open the
weird.
card and it says from you,
To me, from me.
Hey, you. Are you guys celebrating? Anybody celebrating?
I don't know. For the first time ever, I'm the person on the survey that isn't sure.
There you go.
Oh,
You
okay.
become the I don't know.
You don't know because something might be planned for you, or you just don't know because
We
you
haven't
guys-
even talked about
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Like, I actually kind of forgot that it was,
This
know.
week.
And I don't
Yeah.
know if that's just like an age thing or
Could be.
what. Like, I'll get Rory a Valentine, little candies or something in a card. I don't know. Derek and I get each other cards, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Cards are nice. Cards are good.
Rush, you and Lisa.
Again, don't go to restaurants because it's usually
Right.
a fixed menu and stuff
If you
like
have
that.
plans other
Yeah,
than that,
mm,
okay.
sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And Brady?
We're going to a music festival
Nice.
with our friends.
Oh,
Does that count?
Again, if
that's
it wasn't
romantic.
Valentine's Day, it would be the same thing.
Yeah, we'd also be going to the same
Yes.
music festival.
Yeah. What about you, Mahler?
No, nothing.
No, I knew the answer to that.
Are you going to, would you make a special meal or anything? Are you going to do anything? Are you going to acknowledge?
Would you make a special
I don't know,
card?
maybe.
Make a card with construction paper and pipe cleaners.
That keep my,
And a doily.
my wife is a kinder teacher. That's all she's going to see.
Absolutely, yeah.
You are getting a doily card.
True.
No, we'll acknowledge with a card possibly.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
I
That's
like
something.
this. We're card heavy on the show. This is
Yeah.
nice.
I hate cards.
You guys
I
are coming
hate
back.
cards.
Sounds like you guys are
I
coming back to
know.
cards.
No, it sounds like we all despise
Everybody's using cards.
Like a handwritten card is nice. That's great. But going and buy something for
No.
$12.99
Cards are good.
Exactly.
is not thoughtful.
If you choose the right card, it is.
No.
If you just
Still-
grab something, no.
like Chat GPT made it.
Yeah.
It's not from the heart.
Yeah, no. Maybe I should tell my wife no cards.
No cards. I'm not doing cards. That's it.
You
I'm
just said a minute ago you're
Yeah.
gonna-
No, I'm putting a hard stop
You
on
both
it.
said
That's
you were
it.
doing cards.
This is the year.
Yeah, now
no
we're
more
anti-card.
cards.
We're the anti-card show.
I shouldn't have said
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Big card is so upset.
So you and your wife. Now, have you already bought the card for your wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
How long
really?
ago did you buy the card?
Oh, not long ago.
Okay. Was it specially made?
Yeah,
Like-
what pharmacy did you buy?
No, but it's but you have if you're going to get a card, you can't just get like a card. Oh, look, there's a heart on it. You have to pick
did
the
you
right card.
did you find one online? A special? Okay.
No.
Okay.
So you actually went up and down an aisle and looked for
Yeah.
a card. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's
you got to spend your time doing that.
That's
I
weak,
just
man.
can't, yeah.
Because
So
you're
much-
limiting yourself to 200 cards, and
Yeah.
and then you have to
Oh,
set.
that's in one store. Sometimes you have to
Oh
go to
my
more than one
God.
store. You never
Going
know.
to more than one
You've got to make
store.
sure you get the right card.
And
That's
are you writing
you've got to do
anything
this.
in it, or
Well,
are you just
of course.
signing Rush?
Well, of course, yeah, just right, just R. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You want the three of us to sign the card?
Of course,
as
yeah,
well?
well, obviously
that.
you want it to mean
Put a little
something. Yes,
message in there.
absolutely.
We should all get Lisa a card.
Yes.
This
Fun idea.
Valentine's
No,
Day.
then I have to go to a store. No, we're not doing this,
But
Brady.
make sure it's the
We put a
right
hard
card.
stop.
You got to pick the right card.
I couldn't imagine a world. No offense. I know my wife's listening. I know for a fact she's listening. Sorry, sweetie. I love you. I can't imagine me going store to store looking for the right
well, I
card.
mean, if you get
Even Chico, do you know the price of gas?
oftentimes you don't have to do that if you find the right card. But you want to make sure you're not getting somebody a card that isn't the right one because that's terrible.
No,
Oh, no way.
No, I'm going like.
At that point, I'd
Yeah.
buy a blank card and write my own
Yes.
little message in
100%.
it.
Totally.
Is that
Yeah.
point too? Sure.
Just take like a printer paper, just like
Yeah.
and then
Fold
you
it
just
in
write
half.
a nice little.
Yeah.
No, don't even fold it in half. Just write a nice letter
You should
on
just-
there.
That's a note.
And then you give it to
You're
her.
leaving a note.
Yes.
No, I'm
But it's
getting a sorry for your loss and then scratching it out.
Yeah,
And being like,
that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry for your loss. Look what you found. Me.
heart.
That's really good.
Happy Valentine's Day. That's nice.
Happy bat mitzvah. That's funny. That's good.
That is funny.
Go to the right store.
Although you can go to that well too many times.
What do you mean?
The wrong card.
The wrong card?
Yeah.
How many wrong cards have you bought?
No, I'm saying if you're going to do that, you can't always get somebody
like-
the wrong card for Valentine's
yes.
Day.
Are you driving to like Wawa, Ontario? Oh, I still have to find the right card.
If
Everybody.
need be. You know what they do say? They do have the best cards in Wawa.
Wawa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the card capital of Canada.
It is, Wawa.
Wawa, Ontario.
What happens if you found what you believed to be the right card?
Yeah.
And then you happen to be in another store and find a writer card.
A better card?
Yeah, then
it's
what?
happened.
Oh, then what?
Then you pick between the two of them, and then you.
And do you return the other
No,
one,
you
or do you
wouldn't.
save it for next year?
I would probably just. I don't think I would do that.
Wait, you recycle it?
No,
That card meant so much to you at one point.
And it was $28.
Yeah.
But it's you can't put a value on the price on this.
Oh,
God.
my
Yeah, you can.
If you do-
$5.
If you do happen to find a better card, then she gets the better card. Absolutely. You don't say, "Oh, that one's better." Oh well.
So
No.
what's most disturbing in this scenario, you're still looking for cards after you found what you believe to be the perfect card.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes you get a card because you think it's really good, and then you see it on, you're like, "Oh yeah, should have gone that way."
My
And then you
wife
do.
would be so mad if I spent $15 on a card.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you don't spend much on gifts and cards is the way you go, then that's a different
so
thing.
ridiculous.
Because the card is the important thing.
The card is the worst.
No, you're wrong. You're definitely
What
wrong.
does she do with the card? Does she put it on like the fridge next to your finger paints?
Yes, and if she's proud of it, yes.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Okay, guys, Valentine's Day is on February 14th this
Yes,
year.
it is.
Okay, yeah.
That's next week. And I just wanted to put that out there for you.
Okay,
Okay,
thanks.
good.
Thanks, Jenny.
All right,
But
that's
you
great.
already knew that because according to a new poll, men are actually bigger romance fans than women.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hello.
The survey of 2,000 romance readers revealed that 63% of men consider themselves diehard romance enthusiasts compared to 60% of women. So it's very close. Men spend more time reading romance too. The research study found that men spend 364 hours immersed in the genre per year, while women spend about 312. And just so you know, 17% of married romance readers typically picture their spouse when imagining the love interest in a novel. 21% admitted to having envisioned their celeb crush, and 7% said they usually imagine their ex.
Okay. So this is for those who read.
Yes, for those who read. But I think in general, it's saying that men are a little bit more romantic.
And how
than
many people
women.
did they poll on this? I don't-
2,000.
Okay.
But they all are romance readers. I don't know a single guy in my life that reads romantic books.
No.
Yeah, no.
You know, admits to reading it, right? I mean, there might
yeah.
be some guys like me that do.
Oh, do
hey
you?
now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you don't read.
Yeah.
So
And
do you do
you-
audiobooks?
No, I read the romance
Which
novels.
which romance novels have you
Yeah.
read?
Oh, what did I read? I read Paco's First Love.
Paco's First Love, and the main
Okay.
characters in that one again were.
It was Paco.
Paco, obviously.
And who was his first love?
Oh, do you want me to ruin it?
Yeah,
Do you want me
please.
to
Yeah,
spoil
I don't
it?
think I'm going to read it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
actually,
okay.
give us the entire plot.
Yeah, no, that'll be really
Please.
good.
It was Serena.
Oh, Serena.
Serena.
Paco and
Serena.
Serena.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what's the story?
Well, Paco was a young farmhand. And he was thinking about leaving to get out of the farm industry and just hit the big city. you know?
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But then, lo and behold, Farmer John's daughter Serena came back to visit after
Yeah.
a break from school.
Ah.
So it's a Hallmark movie.
No, this is a book, Jenny.
No, it's a-
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
this
it's
is
a book.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
a romance
My bad.
book.
Romance
Yeah.
novel.
Yeah.
So Serena was back for the summer, And Paco was like,
With his
hey.
pitchfork.
What?
Yeah, sorry.
Jenny, why are you not taking this seriously? I'm
I'm
actually
trying
kind of
to make
interested.
this
You know what?
romantic.
It sounds like Jenny read the book. Why don't you continue where I left
All
off?
right, sure.
I don't want it.
I'll catch you up. So Paco's first love. You have Paco and Serena.
Yeah.
Paco's a farmhand. He's leaving the industry.
Right.
Farmer John, daughter Serena, comes back into town, and go for it.
So Serena's looking from the farmhouse upstairs from her bedroom, large window, in her rocking chair, and that her mom used to rock her to sleep in.
the
And
mom's
she's
dead?
looking out. Mom's dead, and so she's looking out.
I didn't see that in the book.
Yeah.
She's heightened emotions at this time, right?
Okay.
So she's looking out and she sees Paco with this pitchfork, and he's just baling hay, and sweating, and then he takes his shirt off,
Oh,
and he
hey.
takes the water from his water bottle and like pours it on himself to cool himself off. Well, that's heating Serena up,
Sure.
and then
Sorry, I'm going to let Mahler continue. So what happened then?
So then Paco looks up in the window and sees Serena.
Oh, what's going on?
Their
there?
eyes connect.
Yeah.
And Paco gives that knowing look of, why don't you come on down to the barn?
Oh, that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, Serena called it the barn look.
Yeah.
And so Serena just races down the stairs and says, Papa, I'm going to the barn.
To the barn. Yeah.
So
She's 30, but it's fine.
Yeah. So she told her dad that she was going to run down to the barn
Yeah.
to go
Yeah.
be with
Yeah.
a shirtless Paco?
Well, no, she didn't say that part.
Okay.
But because Dad was in the pickup truck, he's heading to town to get a few supplies.
Yeah.
So did she talk to him if he was on the pickup truck?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then,
How?
They were yelling. He had his
Exactly.
windows
Oh, sorry,
down.
Jenny, please
Yeah.
continue.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
No,
Yeah,
Jenny,
go on,
you seem
please.
to have this. Yeah.
So the windows were down in the pickup truck, and Serena came down. Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about Paco.
What?
And
Why would he know about Paco?
well, because
Paco
it's
works
his-
for him.
Yes,
Okay. Oh,
come
he works
on,
on
Brady.
the farm.
Yes.
So
yes.
he, by the way, he had taken his shirt off and then walked into the barn?
He was leading himself into the barn,
Okay.
and he gave her the barn look. We know this.
The barn look.
Yeah. And
how
so
are you guys not following
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Seriously.
Yeah, okay.
Serena's dad's already in reverse in his giant truck, and he's like, "I'll tell you later." And then she's like, "I
right.
guess I have to find out for myself."
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
you know how it went.
Yeah.
Yes. What happened,
How'd
Mahler?
it go?
What happened
Well,
after that?
Paco was in the barn.
Yeah.
And he was heading over to milk a cow when all of a sudden, who shows up? Oh, Serena's at the
Oh,
door.
there she
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And Serena says, "Do you have any more of that water bottle water?"
Specifically from that water bottle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Paco says, "You betcha I do." And then
Yeah.
he decides to lend it over to Serena. And she goes,
Right.
"This farm can get pretty hot at times."
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
And Paco,
Steamy. Sorry, it's getting...
It's very romantic.
you know,
Yeah.
really-
it was steamy because the horse just went to the bathroom.
Oh,
But-
gotcha.
Which was beside the cow that was getting
steamer.
milked.
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
So yeah,
exactly.
and then so she
a lot of livestock.
She poured the rest of the water bottle on her to cool down.
Ah, yeah.
So now
It was
they're
a
both
long walk
wet
to the
with
barn.
water.
It
Yeah.
was. So please continue,
Yeah.
Jenny.
So she cools herself down, and then she says to Paco, "Need any help milking that cow?"
Yeah.
He loved that.
Yeah.
You know, he thought
And then what
that
happens?
was. He was open to the help, and
So
so
is it
then
like
they
the
both
scene in
just,
Ghost where they're making pottery? but on
Yes,
a-
exactly. And
Oh,
then
you read the book?
I did actually.
you do know Paco's first love.
What happens next, Brady?
Yeah,
Because
so-
you read the book.
Right. So then Paco is goes sort of like behind
Yeah.
Serena and helps her milk the cow.
Right.
But what we didn't realize was that when Papa John, when he was leaving in the car, what he was actually yelling to Serena was, "He's a murderer! Be
Yeah.
careful!"
What? Yeah. That's right.
And then what Paco does
Doesn't
is
sound anything like I'll tell you later.
is that not it? Paco leads her by the hand out of the barn.
I feel like this is a
I
different
felt,
book.
I felt like
Yeah.
you fell asleep maybe on page 84.
Yeah, you missed a lot here.
Or you picked the choose your own adventure.
Mine was a little different, I guess.
Well, if we have more time, we'll tell you how it
we'll
ends.
get to the
Wrap it
end
up
of it
there.
someday.
Yeah.
Rest in
Oh, but
peace,
it was
Serena.
good.
Yeah.
So romantic.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A man who spent thousands of dollars creating a border collie costume to live in like all the time is now opening a zoo for other humans who dress as animals.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
Is he like going in cages and stuff? I don't
Well, yeah,
get it.
listen to this. So, Toko the collie currently has 72,000 subscribers on YouTube who watch him do tricks and interact with other dogs. And it's a really realistic looking costume. It's almost creepy. It is creepy. Now, he wants to create a space for other others like him. The center will be called Toko Zoo and will let dog lovers live out their dreams of becoming canines. And here's the quote. Have you ever wanted to be an animal? We offer a service that can help make that wish come true, even if only a little, by having you wear a costume. The zoo one day hopes to include other animal costumes like pandas as well, but they're just starting out with dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
People have fetishes. They got their thing.
But I don't think this is a fetish thing.
I think this is like a comfort thing.
I think this is, this is just like what he's
no,
into.
but you're talking about like a fetish, like it's got to be a dirty thing.
Well, I think,
you can have a fetish and it's just a thing that you
Can
do.
you?
I think a fetish is sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a fetish is sexual.
I always thought it was something that was like,
I got to talk to my doctor.
Yeah, a fetish
You have so
has to
many
be.
fetishes.
Yeah.
A fetish has to be sexual.
Yeah, fetish is
It
sexual.
does, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with you and your doctor, but you should probably stop.
Nothing's going on with my doctor. I have to talk to my doctor.
I get
Not
it.
do anything with my Don't sully her good name.
I'm just saying. It seems like there's some confusion going on here.
This is a good costume, though. Of all the
Isn't it
costumes,
crazy?
Yeah, we've seen this person before. We've talked about them, I think.
Yes, we
'Cause
have.
It is a crazy costume.
Yeah.
They look just like a dog.
Yeah.
And they act like a dog.
Exactly. Like their mannerisms are amazing. Like a dog.
Imagine thinking you're petting a dog and it's just a grown man.
Oh, God.
It would weird me
Belly
out so
rubs.
much.
I've never been in that situation.
Well, it's because you don't have that fetish.
But you'll get there one day.
Yeah.
Or just petting a dog.
Yeah.
I couldn't even go there. I'd be so
That's
allergic
true,
to everything.
yeah.
Right?
Or you wouldn't because they're not real.
I wouldn't want to take the chance.
Yeah, but that would be nice, eh? Find out this is a way to go hypoallergenic.
Exactly. That's what you say to get out of the
Yes.
plans. I'm
love
allergic.
that. Yeah.
What, do we care this is happening?
I don't care if it's happening.
right?
If it brings joy
You do
to
you.
people, it's not
Yeah.
affecting my life in
That's
any way,
great.
shape, or form.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Okay, now
Have at
let's
it.
change it. Jenny, Derek's dressed up like a dog and spending his weekends at the kennel.
Yeah, okay, so we talk about priorities being
Yeah, so-
important.
Yeah. Is that tough for you to move past?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be definitely. I mean,
Rush, Lisa's,
Yeah.
said, can you drop off my dry cleaning and it's my dog costume for this weekend?
Well, of course. That would be wonderful. You know, I love her and I accept her for who she is. Anyway, Jenny, back to you.
oh my God, no.
See,
I'm
we're not
sorry.
okay with it.
No.
See, when we say we're okay with it, we're
Here's the
not
thing.
okay with this
I'm
stuff.
okay
No.
with it when it doesn't directly
Yeah.
affect my life.
Sure.
At that point,
It's affecting your life.
my life.
Yeah.
Okay. So where does it end with affecting, like, your mom? Does that
Right.
affect your life?
Well, I don't see my mom or depend
Okay.
on her for things,
So- So it would not affect your life if mom was on
if
weekends
mom
in the
wanted to
kennel.
do that, if that was her jam and she wanted to do that all
Okay, but
weekend long,
How
that's
often would
cool.
you visit her at the kennel?
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
probably every weekend, to be honest.
Wow, that's a lot.
Then that's affecting your life.
That's starting to affect your life. What if it is Derek, but you never see it? You never see the costume. You never see anything else. He just says, "Go on and hang out with the boys," and then he goes to the
Oh, he's
kennel.
lying?
No, he's not lying.
No, that's just what he calls the
At the
boys.
Those are his
kennel.
boys.
Yeah.
At the kennel. You know he's doing
How
it.
long? Is it all weekend, every weekend? Or is it just like if he
just
was
like
going to play golf?
Yeah, just like he's going to
Yeah.
play
4 or
golf,
5
you know?
hours.
Yeah.
I'm worried more about his emotional state at that
Okay.
point.
But
than-
not your mom's.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, like, Mom, is everything okay? You want to chat?
I would be
You
more
know?
concerned with
About
your
my
mom
all
than
of a sudden.
Derek.
Would you?
I think it would be
I'm
great.
equal. I'm equally concerned about both of them.
You get home, your mom's excited, she brings you a toy.
Not that your mom's like super old or anything,
No.
but there could be signs of things happening that your mom's
Okay,
getting
I
to an
see what
age
you
where
mean.
she's
yes.
like,
like sickness-wise, are we worried about her
Yeah.
at that point? Totally.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes.
if you would figure that out pretty quickly. No, she's of sane mind. She just wants to dress up as a dog.
I mean,
But you're not worried about Derek's state of mind? I mean, I think...
like I would look at like my brother and my mother.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about my mom in that situation than my brother.
I don't
have to
know.
No,
be-
I think it's the same. I mean,
No.
once I figure it out, okay, this isn't a mental
No,
illness.
because my
this is
brother
just-
could be out LARPing every weekend. I have no idea. Like,
So could
whatever.
your mom.
No, my mom's not.
She might be.
No, she's not.
Maybe
a
she's
huge
like
LARPer.
a fifth grade wizard.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
And Jenny, maybe it was you. Maybe you told her to watch something on TLC, and that just like unlocked something
Yeah.
within her. You
Then
know what I
it's-
mean?
So it's my
You-
fault
you
now.
brought
That's what I'm saying. What if it was? Yeah.
You know what? I take full responsibility. There are a lot of great
sure.
shows on TLC, and we all just get
We're all in different
right into them.
places because I feel like if Brady, his bride, SB,
Yeah.
was saying, let's dog it up this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Brady's getting down on all
He's
fours.
absolutely.
Are you kidding me? The price of groceries these days, all we had to do is kibble. Like, we would save so much
I
money.
think Brady's actually looking into it.
This could work.
All right.
Oh, what a creepy visual.
Can you imagine me now? All of a sudden I'm visiting
Brady's got toys.
Lisa, Big Mama, and Derek and Brady and his wife.
In the kennel?
Oh, my
They
God.
call
Okay,
it
now,
the kennel?
if everybody's in a dog costume, are you going to wear a dog costume?
No, I'm allergic.
Oh, you're being really weird right now, Mahler.
Yeah.
You're not wearing a dog costume.
Let's all go to the park.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Valentine's Day is next week, and since it's a Friday night, 61% of single people say they go out for a first date on Valentine's Day. just
That's
because
a
it's
lot
on a
of
Friday.
pressure, no?
Yeah, I guess so, but if you just look at it as another day.
If you talk about it first,
Exactly,
maybe
yeah.
you can sort of have fun with it, then yeah.
Now, it could lead to a relationship or just a new buddy. There's a new poll out on the dating experiences people have had, and 80% of us say we've been on a wonderful date at some point, and 50% have been through a terrible date. 44% of people have tried a double date. 38% of people have become platonic friends with someone they initially met by going on a date with them. Another 38% have agreed to go on a date with someone they weren't attracted to. 35% have, had some relations on the first date.
Why the voice?
29% have gone on a blind date. 25% have been stood up.
Wow.
This is just a
Yeah.
list of everything.
It's a lot of stuff.
Everything.
Yeah, and it keeps
25%
going.
of people have been stood up.
Yeah.
Like they go to the actual bar or restaurant or whatever.
You
and
were
the
stood up with your
person-
Chinese food.
That's true. That's a pretty good story.
Sorry, Brady.
That's true. Yeah.
And
It's
you
one
can
of
hear
my
it on the
favorite
Hot Tub
stories.
podcast.
Yes, you
numerous
can.
times, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know if it's on. It will be on there soon, though.
Okay,
good.
good. That's such a good story. I
Yeah.
love that story.
Can I ask you guys about these surveys? Because once again, we've all said this numerous times. I've never got stopped for any of these surveys at any point in
Yeah.
my
No.
life to answer any of this.
I know.
My guess is there's surveys maybe on Facebook or Instagram. Take a survey. I think you can belong to like a survey place. You get
Like a
paid a
club?
certain amount.
Oh,
like
Rush
it's a
would love
club.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like surveys.
Yeah. So I think that exists.
But let's say they are stopping people on the street and answering. How many people do you think are really honest on these surveys?
I think what have you got to lose? You might as well be.
Yeah.
But
you know,
would
they're not tracking you
you'd
down.
say to a stranger holding a clipboard, then you'd say, "Yeah, I slept with that guy on the first date."
I might.
Like,
What do you go ahead and judge me? When am I going to see you again? You know, like
Yeah, but
for
I don't
anything
think
really.
that most people would think that way. I'm with
Yeah.
you, Jenny. Like I don't really care. But
Yeah.
but I think some people would feel maybe like the person would judge them, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I think you're more likely to be honest when you're just clicking things on a website.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
for
maybe
sure.
on the phone when you don't have
Yeah,
to look somebody
sure.
in the eye.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think you'd sort of, fuzzy the numbers a little bit. It's like when your doctor asks you how many drinks a week do you have. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
and you think they don't double it? They double it.
Yeah. They probably have a formula where it's like,
Yes.
you double minus 7.
Yes, it's called the Brady formula.
Double -7. That's most people's day or weekly
Minus
intake.
7,
Double
yeah.
-7.
So, Jenny, you're taking this survey, and the guy says, "Oh, did you have," as Jenny would put it, "did you have relations on that
Yes.
first date?"
Yeah.
And you answer. And what if he gives you an eye roll? Do you say, "What's that for?" Like, did you gloss over the eye roll, or
Like
they,
that,
wow?
that was a joke. I was just kidding.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, don't make me feel bad.
Because you want sarcastic people taking these surveys, like going
That's
out.
right,
And,
exactly, yeah.
wow.
And then we'd be like, what are you writing down? What does that
Let
mean?
me see
Can
your
I
clipboard.
see it? Yeah.
I would want to work for those companies. I think that would be a fun thing.
Oh, I would. I
Yeah,
don't
like
think I
hearing
would.
people's
Yes.
dirty laundry.
Yes,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'd want to do it on the street with the clipboard so I can see
Yeah.
the person.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
It'd
call
be
them
neat,
out.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like,
don't
you're
know.
lying.
I don't know that you need to do that part. But
Liars.
Lies.
I mean, the other people that were lined up are not going to take your survey now.
Oh, they might.
Well, not if you're yelling at people.
I'm not yelling. I'm just forcefully saying lie.
Yeah, again, and I think I'm moving away from the survey
And
now.
I know you like surveys, Rush, but are you lining up to answer a survey?
No.
Depends on the survey.
How many people would you wait in a line
Good
to?
question.
Oh,
to go
for
through
this
a survey?
survey. So the
Valentine's
title of this
survey.
is 38% of people have become friends with someone they initially dated.
Yeah.
If you knew you had to do a dating survey.
Yeah, honestly, if somebody came up to me, yeah, but am I lining up past one? No.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
so
say
what
you have a
are you-
doctor's appointment in like a half hour in the area. You're killing time. Would you wait for 20 minutes to answer the survey?
No.
No?
Really?
What would you do
Someone,
instead?
someone actually has to come up to me and ask me to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any line for any survey that you would stand in?
Truthfully, no.
No. Okay.
Oh,
No.
Not
then you
even
don't
like
want surveys
I-
then.
I
a
don't-
leaf survey?
I don't like lines.
I know, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I hate
don't like
lines
that.
so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, I can't. I will
can't do
pay
lines.
any money to
Right?
not be in a line.
Yeah,
ever.
I just won't go.
Right.
Yeah.
I
I'd
hate
stand
lines.
in line for a survey.
No,
Would you?
God, no.
A survey on
Just
what?
so you could yell liar?
No. If I was answering, if I had the half-hour doctor's appointment thing, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Okay, yeah, I can see you doing that.
Like, I'm on
Might
my
as
phone
well.
anyway, scrolling while I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the line to move.
Sure.
What do I care?
No, I don't
I
think
get
I
it.
would. I think
wouldn't do it?
I'd rather wander.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd rather wander or scroll on my phone, to be
Yeah.
honest, than
Really?
stand in
Yeah.
any line.
If it was like really helping them, if it was something
Yeah.
like I don't know, if it was something that would like really benefit people or an
Like
organization,
you
or
answer the
something.
survey and you're saving the whales.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, sure.
I'd do it for the whales.
Yeah, more like
Yeah,
Stand in a
I'll
short
give 20
line.
minutes
I
for
get
the
it.
whales.
Have you slept around and look at this? You've saved a whale.
works out.
That's nice.
Two
What a
birds, one
strange
stone.
organization.
All right.
But okay.
Happy to help.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
In the Czech Republic, a group of beavers, this is hilarious, naturally did what it took local authorities 7 years to do.
Oh.
They built a dam. A restoration project in this nature park has been in the works since 2018. So they're getting all of the,
Right.
all of the, what do you call it, blueprints and everything
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
So the government gained necessary permits and was prepared to start building, but found their work had already been done by beavers.
Oh, wow.
The beavers saved us 30 million Czech crowns. They built the dams without any project documentation and for free. In American currency, this comes out to $1 million. So beavers naturally build dams to protect themselves from predators.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they're really fast.
Are they really?
Oh my God.
They're
Yeah. They can
super
build
fast.
a dam super quickly
Yeah.
too, and just in the water they're quick.
Yes.
Like they're
And you
cool
can-
animals.
And by the cottage I used to have, we would as a group have to go and dismantle it because you wanted the flow of the
Right.
lake
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. And like days later, it was just
back
completely
up.
rebuilt.
Wow.
If you think they get home and they're just like, God, not
Yeah.
again. Oh, Henry, let's go.
Yeah. All right.
And now were they like territorial at all when you'd go and sort of break up
they
their
were
dam? Would
usually
they hang
there.
out? Okay.
Right.
No, they-
right.
That was just their cottage as well.
Yeah, exactly.
They're building a fire.
Yeah, exactly.
But as anybody knows who has a cottage, because my brother-in-law has a cottage, even my wife and I right now are kind of looking at cottage properties.
Yeah.
And we look at like the land, you want the landscape to see the lake. Usually when you
Yes.
buy a cottage, you want to see
Yeah, you
wanna
want to
see
see
the water,
lake.
yeah.
Sure, of course.
And so sometimes there'll be properties with 2 or 3 like trees still up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then my wife goes, "Oh, those beavers will take those down fast because we're taking them down.
Those
We're blaming the
beavers, wink, wink, after
Yeah.
dark.
Totally.
Because the association gets really mad if you chop down
Yeah.
trees.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
But if they show up and you go, "Oh, the damn
Oh,
beaver."
The beavers, and then there was lightning. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, crazy, right?
Lightning and beavers.
It's the old like 9:30 p.m. chainsaw that you hear.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, not at all.
That's someone taking.
It's true.
a
I never
tree
even
out.
thought about, even though it's your property, I guess they don't want you,
Oh, you can't. It's
messing
like
around with it.
super expensive.
Yeah.
and you have to get like permission. Like they
Right.
might just say like no,
No,
you
it's
know,
not
unless they have a
happening.
good reason for it.
You could be fined big time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it will be a lightning.
So then, and it's happened.
Lightning and beavers.
Yeah, I know. My brother-in-law said that. Like, oh, I couldn't believe it last week, and the beavers are so busy.
And what a clean cut.
Oh yeah, it was
Just
unbelievable.
Impressive.
I
Yeah.
The
always
3
joke.
trees that were in the way are gone. It's
and
unbelievable.
and they're perfectly cut up, and they're on the side of the house now. Isn't that insane how
He
they
even
do that?
chopped it up for firewood.
Yeah.
Look at
Wow.
that.
Oh, thanks, beavers.
Very neat.
Yeah, no, the golf course that I belong to,
Yes.
there's this one hole where there's a tree right in front of the forward tees, right? Where I
Okay.
would. And I'm telling you, every time, without a doubt, like I'm hitting the tree. It doesn't matter
There's
how
one
far
big
right.
tree
There's
right there?
one tree right there,
Yeah.
and it belongs to like property. Like we can't just cut it down.
Yeah.
They can't cut it down.
Right.
Doesn't matter how many times I talk to anybody, or anybody
But
talks
is
to
it
anybody.
supposed to be there? Like it's supposed to make the whole trickier?
No, it's
Oh.
not.
Oh.
It's just there because it's protected. It's a protected tree, so they can't take it down. So I'm like, I'm going to come here
Yeah,
with
so
a thing of
instead-
gasoline in the middle of the night, and I'm going to burn it down. Not
Yeah.
really. That would get out of control, and the whole golf course
Yes,
would be done.
right,
But
yes.
I am telling you, if there was
Release your
ever-
beaver, Jenny.
Wow. Okay.
Imagine I did come with just a cage of beavers. I think, go guys, go.
Don't think that's quite how it works.
No, okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to get a cage of
They
beavers.
may scattered everyone,
Yeah.
but that one tree.
Exactly. Yeah. They're gonna go choke on golf balls in the pond. Like, don't do that.
Oh,
Oh, they
Jenny.
would too. I'd kill the beavers. Yeah, none of this would have worked out well.
How do you feel on golf courses when there is sometimes that one tree?
I just
Yeah.
feel bad for it.
Well, yeah, but I also think it's not bad sometimes as an obstacle.
Of
No,
course.
it's terrible.
I don't constantly want free fairway.
No, I
Yes,
get that.
you
It's
do.
fun.
No, that's a terrible design.
No.
If there is a tree in the middle of a fairway, that is a terrible design. We were on a vacation recently, and there was a palm tree, I'm not kidding, 1 yard from the green in the center of the fairway.
Yeah.
Like palm tree in the middle, like you couldn't get around.
There was lots
Yeah, but
of
that's
room
the,
on
that's
either
the
side.
point, right?
No, but the whole point is you couldn't hit a wedge
No,
shot. You'd
one
have to
time
keep it,
I was
like-
playing golf and there was a windmill right in the middle, and you had to go through it to put it in the hole. It
And
was
the next
crazy.
hole there was a clown face.
It was unbelievable.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's
and it kept
wild.
laughing.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
I don't know. I like the trees.
Oh, terrible design. It shouldn't be difficult for the average golfer like that. Like it just shouldn't. It's a
But a
terrible
really
design.
average or good golfer can get around the tree, no problem.
Yeah, but that's
that's
what
the
I
whole
mean.
point.
If
It
you're
just makes
playing,
you think a little more, right?
no, it's just a bad design.
I kind of. Have you ever seen the videos of the greenskeepers' revenge days? So it's at the end of the season. The greenskeepers will make it extremely difficult on
Oh,
people.
yeah.
So they'll put rakes all over the green. They'll put carts all over, just like
Really?
all
Oh,
over
I've
the
never
fairway.
seen this.
Yeah, and it's I see it all on my feed around the
I've
end
heard
of
of
the
having
season
like
every
really
year.
tough pins where they like illegal pins where
Oh, yeah.
they just like make your day terrible.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll do that too, but they'll put a sprinkler on,
Oh,
like on
yes.
the green. So if you want to put it in, well, you gotta go in the
that's
water.
very
and
funny.
every hole has sort of a different obstacle. and
Oh,
it's,
that's great, Brady.
just like
Can
the
you
last
send that
day.
to
Yeah.
me?
I'll
No,
find
no
it.
offense.
Yeah.
The greenkeepers that I've seen
Yeah.
before don't look like they have any sense of humor at all.
It's true.
They're all very
They're
serious.
just
Yeah.
sitting on the side like, can you hurry up and play
But
through?
very good at nodding.
Yes, very good at
they're
nodding.
really good at the
or just
the
a
quick
tiny
little
finger
nod.
wave.
Oh yeah,
It's a little
that's
finger
true.
wave,
Yeah.
you know.
It's the one finger.
That's probably because you're a girl, you get the wave.
Oh, wow.
I wave first often.
Yeah.
Oh, do
I'm
you?
a big
Do you?
waver. Like if I pass another group, on the cart path or
Yeah?
whatever, I always
sure.
give the nod and a
Yeah.
little wave. Yeah, not a big one.
You know
just
what a
little
nice
one.
wave is? Is the boat wave. When you're on a boat, you're driving a boat, you
Oh,
pass
yes.
another boat, you give the
Yeah,
yes,
it just,
it's a
it's
bigger
just hold
wave,
it up there.
right?
It's a bigger wave. You
It's the
put your
whole
arm right
hand
up in
goes
the,
up,
but
and
like
you-
hello.
Exactly, yeah.
There's no. You don't want to do one where you're just like, hey,
Are
like
you,
the-
are you as wavy when you're driving by with your beaver?
more?
Do you wave at other people with beavers?
Oh yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I came across this list, and I know I'm going to be really annoyed by it all. I don't know if you guys will be too. Let's see. I think Rush might be annoyed by some of these. I think Jenny uses most of these, and Brady, I think you'll defend a lot of them.
Okay, all right.
Let's see if I'm right or wrong on any of this. Okay, so these are phrases, words, and everything else. When you hear them, do you get annoyed?
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Oh boy.
When when somebody says or writes, "I was today years old when,"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of over that. I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I do get it. Although sometimes they are pretty good.
They
Yeah.
are pretty good, but I don't like the way it's worded.
Yeah.
I've never liked
Yeah.
that.
It feels
but,
very
it's fine.
2015.
Yeah.
Yes.
we need a new version of
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. I like the sentiment of it, but
Yeah.
no, I'm kind of
Because
over
I mean,
Yeah.
I do like it when I find out something that I should have known my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think this is a Jenny.
Oh dear. Oh no, it's okay.
You write the word "this"
Oh yeah.
in place of saying that you agree.
Oh yeah, I've done that, and I do,
Yeah.
and I'll do the point,
Yeah.
down
Oh,
or
yeah,
up, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why can't
Guilty.
you just write, "Oh, I agree"?
It feels like it's more impactful to write just this.
I get
like,
that, yeah.
This period. Like,
Yeah.
I
I'll do the
stand-
little hat. You know the thing above the 6 on the keyboard? That where you just like point up?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Instead
Yeah.
of an emoji,
Yeah.
you just sort
Yeah.
of
Okay. I like that.
How about when people verbally say it or write it? I love that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that for you. It's very dismissive.
Yeah, I still use it.
It's actually it's quite dismissive. Yeah, and a lot of the time it's not meant to be.
Exactly,
but it
but
sounds
it does
But I
sound
think
it.
you can say it genuinely, right?
Yeah, but
oh, I love that for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one, it's a wonderful sentiment, but I just can't stand it. Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I only will use it in a condescending way. Only.
Yeah. That makes a lot of
Totally,
sense.
I get that.
And
Yeah.
it's okay
Yeah.
to
Like
use
you
that way.
open the pickle jar, right?
Yeah,
And then
exactly. Yeah.
Right. It feels very internet 2008 with like the fedora. And
Yeah.
everything. Like, it needs to. That's done.
Okay, how about this? When people write this or even say it, but more write it, I did a thing. And also all the things.
Oh, yeah.
It's the classic, like you get engaged and then you write, "We
I
did
a thing. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is wrong with saying we got engaged?
No.
Right. Or
Yeah.
we did
It's
or-
also the same one as so this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's one
I've
too.
done that.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that. Yeah, sorry.
100%.
Now, did you do that 10 years ago or like recently?
Yeah, not that long ago.
By the way, there's so many people in there like listening right now who are like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
what have I done?"
Yeah.
I've definitely posted that.
All right, how about this? A whole list of them here together on this one. Hubby, wifey, preggers, and fur baby.
Yeah.
Get rid of them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of get it.
Yeah, fur baby.
Yeah. Hubbers. I don't like.
Which one?
Hubbers.
Hubbers.
What did you say? Hubbies?
Hubby and wifey.
Hubby and wifey.
And
Yeah.
preggers.
And preggers.
Preggers,
yeah.
yeah. Hubbers, I haven't heard.
Yeah, no, Hubber hasn't. We haven't.
If you want to use Hubbers, I think you're fine for the
I
next
don't
while.
think we're at Hubber yet.
Yeah.
That's the future.
Now, I specifically don't use this one because if you listen to the show, you know I'm a moron. I kind of get what it means, but I don't know how to use it still properly. Gaslighting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't get.
And it says here
gaslighting.
most people don't use it correctly.
Correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No.
true. But I do
a
think
hub.
it's very, it's a good word.
It's a great word.
Yeah, it's
if you're
just-
using it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the new ironic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
Everybody
good way to put
uses
it.
it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is ironic.
Yeah.
I think.
Is it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Stop gaslighting me.
How about this one? Sorry, Jenny.
That's okay. That's okay.
Living my best life.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've used that, but
Okay.
I have been guilty of it, like at
right.
times.
Yeah.
Or I'll say that my dog's living his best life. Like, here's Lloyd living his best life. That kind of thing. So yeah, I'm guilty.
A lot of these are like 5 years too late,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah.
It
I'm
was
over that.
funny.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very
years
good.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, the first time you heard that was like,
Great.
oh
Yeah.
my God, it's great.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
Yes.
so good. And now it's just.
I do also like follow me for more tips. I find funny.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, because you don't hear that one as much.
Again, if
Yeah.
you said
It's not
something
bad.
very obvious, I
Right.
find that funny. But again, only because it's underused.
I also questioned, like, do TED Talks even happen anymore?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never
Yeah.
hear about them
Big
anymore.
Thing.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
The ick.
Yeah.
I think you're
people
so
write
good with
that?
the
Yeah,
ick.
I think the ick is still
Yeah.
good because it really does describe,
Yeah.
Oh,
what
this
the
one-
ick is.
I think it's still too new.
Yeah.
My God, this one I think I've already read a dozen times this year, and we're only into February. Blank was not on my 2025 bingo card.
Oh yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
with the bingo
Yeah.
card
We don't need
jokes.
that.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
I agree.
I'm with you.
You guys are with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Thank
get
you
it.
very
Yeah.
much. How about this one? Adulting.
Yeah, it depends on the context, but it's another one that it really accurately describes what you're talking about.
And
Like it doesn't.
exactly, I
It's a
don't
very
hate it.
specific
But
thing.
at what age can you stop using that? Like 30?
No.
I
No.
mean, if you're 78, it's kind of funny
Yeah.
too.
Maybe 40s
true.
even, but
Yeah.
it depends because sometimes you are adulting, right?
Yeah.
So you'd still use it?
I don't think I would use it, but
No?
I
I
don't
would
judge
use
people
it.
as hard for using it.
I think
I don't think
would
I've
use
ever used it.
If
But
I
you're
had
an
to.
adult.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't feel like it, and sometimes I'm like, oh, this is serious adulting. Where you're doing something, and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm really an adult. You know, that doesn't
But
happen.
you've been a real adult. Like, you have a 12-year-old son.
Jenny, your son is gonna have a beard in like 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking?
I'm young at heart, man. Well,
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, sure, okay.
You shouldn't be surprised that you're acting mature.
I didn't have that on my bingo card.
Oh no! And finally, the other one that you see on a lot of memes: tell me you blank without telling me you blank.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you cringe.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
get
most
that.
of these I hate.
I think
somebody-
cringe can go too, by the way.
Cringe?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Then
think,
give me a replacement for cringe.
I don't. There's no replacement for a lot of these.
The
Awkward.
ick. The ick.
The ick, I think, is
Or
better than
awkward.
cringe. Yeah.
The ick?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's more
I don't
current.
think we're over cringe. Cringe.
Yeah.
I feel like it accurately describes it.
I think
yeah.
if you're saying cringe-worthy, I think just using it as the single word, I feel is on the way out.
Cringe makes you cringe? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah.
I think cringe because it's almost like an attack. It's almost like if someone sends you
Yeah.
a clown emoji. You're
Yeah.
like it hits you in the heart. You
When
know
you
what I
when
mean?
you actually physically do cringe, like watching something,
Yeah.
I think you can use it. It really does make sense, you know.
Okay.
Somebody also wrote in the kiddos. I hate when people refer to like the
The
kiddos.
kiddos?
yeah.
I'm guilty of that
Yeah.
for sure.
And this is
Yeah.
kind of off that, and it's kind of different. But I hate when people say, and a lot of parents say this a lot of the time, and I've said it on the show. When parents say, "Oh, I have to babysit the kids Friday, I can't go."
When it's your kids.
You're not babysitting your own kids.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
Totally.
They're yours.
Yeah, those are your children. Are you paying yourself?
Are there snacks in the cupboard for me?
You just e-transfer your other email address?
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, so we all love music here, and music's a great thing. You know, you can look to music for inspiration,
Yes.
Maybe sometimes for guidance,
Sure.
right? It
Yeah.
can teach you a lot, sometimes about yourself, other times not so much.
Not so much.
Other times it just gives you terrible advice.
Oh,
I have a
oh.
collection of the worst advice in pop music.
Oh, that's
Oh.
fun.
And I think this is pretty good,
Okay,
guys. Because
all right.
some of this is just like no, don't
it's
do
terrible.
these things. For example, and this might just be the best example of this. Worst advice in pop music: Shaggy, it wasn't me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You just caught me.
Yeah.
Did I catch you? I don't know how I let this happen. But who? The girl next door, you know? I don't know what to do.
So it wasn't you.
All right.
Yeah.
Just say it wasn't
Just say it
you.
wasn't you, yep.
She caught you.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
just gaslight her.
That's not good
terrible.
advice. Yeah, that's not going to work.
No.
It's a terrible,
Yeah.
terrible message.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Katy Perry, she has a song. I think she released it as a single. It didn't do anything. This is how we do. And she says this in the song.
Shout out to all you kids buying bottle service with your rent money.
Oh, yeah. No, terrible.
It's
a tough lesson.
Yeah, don't buy
Don't do that.
bottle
No.
service with
No.
your
pay your rent.
money.
Yeah.
Also, her yelling respect it's the
Oh, it's
cringiest
so
thing.
cringe. That
It's-
whole line is cringe.
exactly.
Yeah,
it
it's
just feels so
no.
forced and
Yes.
like, oh.
Ugh. Respect.
It's not also good coming from a very wealthy person.
Yeah.
It's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks for buying my probably this time CD
Yeah.
for $29.99. Lucas Graham and 7 years. I never really thought about it, but yeah, this is definitely a weird line.
Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely.
You told an 11-year-old that?
I never thought of
He's
it like that.
11. Like, how old is Rory right now? 13,
12?
12?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah,
ever
he's
sit him
late
down
soon,
and
yeah.
go, hey, go find your wife or you're going to be lonely. Your life is going to
Get out there,
suck
buddy.
if
Yeah.
you don't find a wife.
That is not good advice.
11-year-old.
Oh, it's
It's just
terrible.
crazy. Spice Girls. I think I know what they meant by this, but also...
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friend.
Oh, yeah.
now, what exactly do you
Yeah.
mean by that?
Yeah.
It sounds wrong.
Yeah.
It does sound wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure it means make her friends like you.
Get,
Sure.
in, get in my circle.
Not sleep
yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
I think this is in that weird time in pop music, or maybe not weird time, but a very successful time when a lot of things were written by particularly Swedes.
Swedes.
But it was
Yes.
people who English was not their first language.
Right.
And so like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, there's a lot of
Why
like...
was that?
They just were so good at writing
Yeah.
Okay.
music, and they
It
were just
worked.
pumping out hits. And so you have a lot of like just weird things that we all sing along to all the time. Backstreet Boys lyrics, 90% of them make
Like, I wanted
terrible
that way
sense.
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah.
After they recorded it, they were saying, okay, we should change the words of this because it doesn't make any sense. But then they said, no, and we're going to stick with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how it sounds good, and they're right. It
Right.
sounds
Yeah.
good, but it makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Hit
You're
me,
right.
baby, one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is that really? Like,
Yeah.
it's broken English.
Exactly,
It's,
you're
it's supposed to
right.
mean like hit me up, like
Yeah.
give me a call or whatever. But what is it? It doesn't mean anything.
No,
It's just,
you're
It's just
right.
like gibberish,
I
right?
thought about it.
Yeah. Mungo Jerry. This is bad. Mungo Jerry, Summertime is the song we know from Mungo Jerry, right? And,
You know the song.
Do
yeah.
I? Okay.
No.
Have a listen.
When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find.
What did it say?
Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find.
Don't do that.
Mungo!
Don't do that.
No. When the weather's fine,
Yeah.
you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you
Yeah,
can
hit it.
find.
Terrible
Young
advice.
Lucas Graham, who's out trying to find a wife.
Oh, Mungo. And finally, this one actually became a kind of a big issue for a company. Outcast and Hey Ya. This part.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, oh, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
So, at one point, Polaroids, you had to shake them. But when this song came out in 2004, that technology was like long gone.
And you weren't supposed to shake them.
It ruins them.
Yeah.
So when you take Polaroids, and now to this day, what are you, 21 years later, because of Outcast, everybody still thinks you have to shake a Polaroid picture.
It's so
Don't
true.
do it. It ruins your film and it makes it all fuzzy.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. So Polaroid actually had to release like this big statement saying, "Stop shaking your Polaroids." They were getting like an influx of people.
I don't even think you were supposed
to
to shake them from the beginning. I think they developed faster if you did.
Sure.
But I still don't think it was good. You were supposed to just be patient.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because they made it so the film never touches air. So anyway, you don't need to shake them, and people still to this day
That's
do
funny.
that. Yeah. Very, very good. My favorite is still Lucas Graham.
I was 11 years old. My daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely.
All right.
Your dad is weird, man.
Stop rushing me.
Yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
So what are we in now? February. Super Bowl will have a slew. I mean, a ton of movie trailers that are going to be dropped on Sunday night.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to have a big summer, a lot of blockbusters coming our way. Mm-hmm. One that came out a couple days early, but you will see it on Sunday night because they're going to advertise the heck out of it, is the new Fantastic Four movie, which Marvel really needs a hit on their hands. They've been kind of hit and miss over the last couple years. And so this Fantastic Four is kind of a reboot of that universe. And
Do you think the Fantastic Four is going to be what brings Marvel back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? You think so? You think it'll be that big?
I think it'll be, if not the biggest movie of the year, top 3 for sure.
Wow. All right.
And I'm not seeing it. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Just what I'm
People
reading
seem
online.
excited?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's
They
a good
really do.
cast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the trailer dropped. Jenny, would you do us the favor and tell us all about what you see in the? It's radio,
That would
so
be great.
no.
we don't have the visuals.
You got to sort of paint that picture for us, right?
So
because people can't
what is the
see
movie
it.
called again?
The Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
I
Four.
just sent you the trailer.
Marvel.
Rush, you have to
Yeah,
turn it
of
on
course.
your side.
There might be an ad before.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Is there an ad here?
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
we're not
Right?
gonna listen
No,
to a Tide
there's no
commercial. Okay. all right.
Okay. Oh, God. Fantastic Four. Marvel.
Wouldn't you like to hear Jenny do play-by-play on the Tide
That's good.
commercial?
I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, this movie could make $1 billion
Yeah.
Sure.
worldwide
And you
this
could
summer.
be responsible for that. You could
Yeah.
get
Totally.
people wanting to see this film.
Right, yeah.
Right, they should be paying you for this, actually. Okay. All right.
Okay, here we go. Elevator doors are opening, and there's like an 80s style.
We make a point to do family dinner
Do I
every
need to mute
Sunday
this?
at 7 on the dot, no matter what.
Don't we normally mute
We're all
this?
here.
No.
No? Okay, anyway, so people were chatting, and now there's a giant weird building. Oh, the little Scooty guy. And a guy made of rocks. They're talking. He's putting his finger in his mouth, the rock guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Like The Rock, the actor?
The Rock is in this?
No, the rock guy. He's made of rocks. There's somebody sipping a martini. They're just chatting again. Okay, the spinny guy with the weird eyes. What's his name? He's the little machine guy. Now, it says this July. There's a guy writing a bunch of equations. Now there's a bunch of, looks like space people. What do you call them? The guys that go into space? Oh my God. So now they're astronauts, the word. They're talking on an old school TV. Rock guy is back with a hat on. There's a guy in a white shirt. Oh, he blew into flames and now he's flying. Some blonde girl talking to the rock guy. The rock guy seems to be important. There's an astronaut. Looks like there's an spaceship going into space. A couple of people in love kissing. There's the blonde guy who blew into flames. He's like flying in the air. Now, it looks like there's a lot of crazy stuff happening on Halloween in the sky. The fiery guy's flying through the air. Some old dude with long hair, he's talking, looks serious. As a family. And then, there's 4 in like the same outfits, the Fantastic Four. First steps. All right, July 25th.
Okay.
I mean, I'm locked in.
Wow.
I want to see this.
Yeah, I can't wait to catch up on the adventures of Space Guy, Fire Guy, and Rock Guy on Halloween. Fun.
You said Rock Guy was wearing a hat?
Yeah, he was wearing like a fedora at one point.
Oh, they're going all out this year.
What, did it look like he was trying to hide from other people?
I didn't really, not really.
No? Okay.
No, it looked like he was sort of going incognito. Yes,
Okay,
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't recognize him because he was wearing a hat.
Well, he also had a rock face. But
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you
it's
know.
fine. It probably worked.
Did you see Thor in there? Was
I don't know what
Iron
Thor
Man
looks
flying
like.
around?
Who's
or-
Iron Man? I don't know. No, I didn't really, though.
There was a blonde guy.
No.
What does Iron Man look like again?
He's wearing a big sort of red
Red
iron
outfit?
suit.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't see him.
What about Thanos? Did you see any of the?
See, Thanos and
Infinity
Rock Guy
Stones?
look alike.
Oh yeah,
A little bit.
Kind
Don't
of.
they?
Okay.
Did you notice Ruth from the Ozarks? From
No,
Ozark?
I was too busy trying to
Yeah.
explain what was going
Oh,
on.
it's true. You were busy.
She was in there.
Who's the little dude that spins around with the weird
I don't know.
round eyes?
You're the
No?
narrator.
Oh,
I think
don't know his
it's
name.
Herbie.
Yeah, Herbie.
I
Yeah,
don't think
Herbie
you knew
was in there.
that. I think you were thinking of Wally.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Wally and the other one. What
Different-
was it? The guy, what's his face was in it, and he was a little machine dude, like from the
R2D2?
80s. Nope, no, different movie. He was. Oh, who was in it? The guy with the curly hair from the 80s. I want to say it was the 80s. And remember the little
Short
machine
Circuit?
guy, Short Circuit. Thank you. Looked a little
Johnny
bit like Short
Five.
Circuit.
Johnny
Johnny
Five.
Five. That's it. Thank you.
He's
I knew it was
Johnny
5 something.
Five was a spinny guy?
Yeah, wasn't he? No, his head spun, didn't it?
Can I
Maybe
also
not.
tell you that Rock Guy is
Yeah.
played by the guy who's on The Bear, Richie.
Oh, no way.
cool.
That's Rock Guy.
Richie from the Bear.
Wow.
Okay, got to Google that.
Richie from the Bear.
Ebon Moss Bacrock.
Yeah.
I can see why you said Richie from the band.
Oh.
yes.
The
good
cast
for
is
him.
crazy.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal
That's
and
exciting.
Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things and Julia
All right.
Garner.
So
Yeah, I know.
overall, what do you give the movie?
Oh, it's a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
A
Excellent.
lot of flying in the air.
Yeah,
a lot
sure,
of space.
looks like it.
Yeah.
You missed the opportunity to say it was a Fantastic Four.
I know. Didn't I?
On 5, you could have said.
Oh.
With
What?
the ranking, you could
Yeah.
have said,
Oh, it was a
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four to
Four.
5.
I get it. I thought you meant never mind.
just that one. That's okay.
All right, Jenny, thank you.
No, thank you
Nailed
for the
it.
opportunity.
And the date on that again is?
July 25th.
That's right.
Good.
4th,
Thank
5th.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jenny.
Like what you just heard? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found.
Follow the gang on socials for more fun at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
The Hot Tub Podcast, a part of the Stingray Podcast Network.